Hi participants, my name is Divine, and in this video I will take you through the basics of project management tools for infrastructure planning. This is the fifth of the series of MOOC lectures on the urban infrastructure planning and project management studies. In this video, I will take you through the basics of project management tools for infrastructure planning. I will start by introducing participants to the project management tools for infrastructure planning and implementation. Subsequently, I will proceed to introduce participants to the range of project management tools available for planning and implementing infrastructure projects, including the softwares. And so on this slide, we're looking at the project management tools, and under that, we're going to look at what these tools are, why the need for project management tools, some of the traditional project management tools, and then we look at the software aspect relating to it. So project management tools help the project team and participants to organize, monitor, and track the progress of projects. They also help in control measures for ensuring the timely achievement of planned schedules on projects. The earliest form of project management tools is the Gantt chart shown in figure 1 below and also in the script. A Gantt chart is a bar chart showing activity against time. The activity is to be performed. The activity to be performed, is listed on the vertical axis against time or duration on the horizontal axis. As mentioned already, Figure 1 is an example of this chart showing the start and finish of activities for the life cycle of a project. The shaded portion is the bars, which are time bound and used to track performance on the various activities. In this bar chart, it is showing that this project is to be completed in 3 years from start duration. Let us now look at life cycle approach to infrastructure project management. Life cycle approach to infrastructure project management tools can broadly be classified into two main categories. We have the deterministic and probabilistic type. An example of a deterministic project management tool is the critical path method, CPM, which is shown in figure 2. While an example of a probabilistic tool is the program evaluation review technique, PET, in short, shown in figure 3. Figure 2 shows an example of the critical path method for project scheduling. This, as I said earlier, is an example of the deterministic approach, which assumes certainty in predicting project outcomes. So in this example, it is assumed that project will be completed in 15 months, assuming the duration is in months. Yeah. And then, so you have the source provided there, and the students are urged to read further in conjunction with the script and the PowerPoint. Alternatively, figure 3 below is an example of PET, that is Program Evaluation Review Technique, which assumes uncertainties and thus the possibility of different outcomes in a project. Hence the name probabilistic tools. So in this case, the scheduling shows that the project is likely to be completed within 25 and 28 months. And so you can see an example of PET as shown in the figure. and students are urged to read further on this. The advent of personal computers and information technology has brought benefits in the use of softwares that are now helpful in enhancing the use of project management tools, be it the Gantt chart, CPM, and or PET. Many of these software programs come with proprietary licenses and need to be purchased for use on projects. They offer the advantage of being user-friendly, speed, and enhanced efficiencies of monitoring and scheduling projects. Examples include proprietary names such as Procure, Builder-Ant, Microsoft Project, Zoho Project, Smartsheet, Hub Planner, PlanGrid, Contractor Format, and so on. Below you're going to find an example of one of the common software programs for project scheduling. That's the MS Project in figure 4. I move on to the next slide, which is a wrap-up for this lecture, having taken you through the 4 main dimensions of what project management tools are, why project management tools, traditional project management tools, and then the softwares. And so, in wrapping up, as we reach the end of today's lecture on project management tools for infrastructure planning, I want to take a moment and think so that we can think about everything we have discussed. Looking at project management tools for infrastructure planning and implementation, the range of project tools available for planning and implementation, with emphasis on software for all resource-based activities, namely cost, plant, and manpower. Now, ask yourself, if you were handed a multi-million-dollar infrastructure project what resource-based tools would you prefer in terms of executing the project? You are to pause and reflect on this briefly and kindly discuss in pairs. It must be mentioned that the essence of good project management is dependent on the appropriate tools that are selected right from the onset. That's from the project planning phase through to the project implementation phase. The correct choice of project management tools is critical to help the project team remain focused on meeting project objectives. Common links provided will also direct students to the appropriate page for further readings. Students are referred to the reading materials below for further reading. There is also an assignment at the end of the lecture for hands-on practice. Now, you can find me on my Facebook and Instagram post, and then also on my email address. It must be mentioned that students can share this lecture or adapt based on a creative license. And let me add that this lecture has been made possible by our project partners, that is RWTH Aachen University in Germany, and then the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology, under the Bridge project. And on this note, we have to thank the DAAD, that's the German Academic Exchange Service, and the Federal Ministry of Germany for the support for the Bridge project. Thank you very much. couldn't read something.
That's request.